All right, so I'm calling out. I'm all ring, ring. All right, I hit him with that. I'm all ring, ring. Like, bro, can you imagine being in an interview with me? And I'm all, okay, yeah, tell me what you say. Ring, ring. Bro, he looked at me with gangster eyes, bro. He said, all right, ring, ring. Hey, Daniel. I'm like, ooh, shit. This motherfucker leaned into me. I'm like, ooh, shit, okay. Maybe he might be strapped, but maybe not. So I play along with it. I'm like, all right, who's this? Says his name, and I'm like, okay, so I'm playing along with it. I want to hear his very first sentence. Can you guess what his first sentence was? Not too long ago, this candidate said, he was waiting for leads. He was waiting. He's all, the marketing was slow or whatever. And, I was waiting on leads and leads never came. And so I asked him, I'm all, did you not have any data or resources to call out on? Because if you had resources to call out on, why are you waiting? Why aren't you going out to go find it? And so he said, like, yeah, we got a Shark Tank. And so Shark Tank is a very popular word. You need to understand Shark Tank, right? More than likely your company has a Shark Tank. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, how come you weren't calling out? And he's like, yeah, we got a Shark Tank. And so right away, I'm like, boom, what the fuck are you waiting for, bro? He's all, yeah, we got a Shark Tank, but no one likes a Shark Tank. I'm all, really? Why? How come no one likes a Shark Tank? This is his answer. You ready for the answer? He said, the reason why I don't go to Shark Tank is because all the other LOs say that it's hard. It's a dead cause. And I asked him, I said, well, why? Why did they say that? He said, well, the reason why is because they either refinance already or they talk to somebody. And I said, okay, cool. Let me hear what you're saying to him. So imagine if I'm the person in Shark Tank, what are you saying? He's like, all right, cool. So he played along. Respect you on that, bro, because I'm going to rip you. I'm going to tear you up, bro. If you say something wrong, it's about to be awkward as a motherfucker in this. And so he's like, all right, cool. I'll play with you, D. All right, so I'm calling out. I'm all ring, ring. All right, I hit him with that. I'm all ring, ring. Like, bro, can you imagine being in an interview with me? And I'm all, okay, yeah, tell me what you say. Ring, ring. Bro, he looked at me with gangster eyes, bro. He said, all right, ring, ring. Hey, Daniel. I'm like, ooh, shit. This motherfucker leaned into me. I'm like, ooh, shit, okay. Maybe he might be strapped, but maybe not. So I play along with it. I'm like, all right, who's this? Says his name, and I'm like, okay, so I'm playing along with it. I want to hear his very first sentence. Can you guess what his first sentence was? So I got a lot of content I'm posting up, and I refer to fishing. You don't even need being in my industry. You could be in a completely different industry. You could sell installation of Christmas lights, right? Aren't those businesses popping up? You see the picket signs and they're like, hey, we'll do your lights for you. I'm a sucker for that, right? I paid some dude $500 to paint up my house because I got steep, ceilings and shit. I'm not gonna be up there. Please believe me, I'm not gonna be up there. So we pay some dude damn near $5 to come and decorate our house, right? It's not the best. I'm not Mr. Griswold and shit. I didn't do it, but I'm still proud of it. Anyway, whatever you're selling, you'll notice that this is what I mean by fishing. And so I was playing along with dude, and I'm like, all right, let me hear what he's saying. And I wanted to pay attention to the first sentence. The very first sentence that you have with somebody is very important. It's very much like hitting on a girl or hitting on somebody that you find attractive. The very first sentence, boo, is going to determine the trajectory of your relationship forever. So no pressure, but that bitch means a lot. So if you pop up to somebody that you've been checking out, you think they're attractive, you be like, hey, do you watch Money Heist on Netflix and shit? They don't agree with that. You can't fucking come back on that shit. So I want to list the first sentence. His very first sentence exemplified fishing. Hey, my name is Gus. I'm with X Loans, and I know you talked with us before, and I was just wondering if you're still interested in refinancing. Because if you are, I'll send you over my contact info, and I'll send you over some information on what the rates are today. And so, all right, I can't hate on him, right? It's very professional, sounded very good. But here's where I'm gonna open your eyes, and this is where you can really learn about what your strategy is. And the only way you're really gonna learn from it is if you first admit, all right, yeah, I'm fucking up. I'm sounding like Gus. Because that's the hardest shit. Like, I wouldn't want to do it. But at the end of the day, if I did it, I would learn. So that's up to you. So you got to look at the situation and be like, all right, yeah, I sound a lot like Gus. And again, his words are, hey, this is such and such with such and such company. I was calling to see if you're still interested in doing this. You talked to us before. All right. And if you are, I'll send you some information about interest rate or pricing or whatever it is. Now, let's assess that. Let's analyze that. Here's the reason why it doesn't work. Number one is you started off by saying your name and your company, right? And you might be like, but D, what else am I supposed to say? I'm gonna share with you what you're supposed to say. But second, the word tracking was, I wanted to see if you're still in the market. Again, that's fishing, right? You're throwing up the fishing line. You're hoping somebody bites. I'm gonna go even deeper on it. I wanted to see if you're still interested. And if you are, I'll send you some information on our current pricing. Why is that bad? Because number one is you're conditioning that engagement to only be valuable if your rate, i.e. pricing, is to their standard, right? Second is I said, hey, are you in the market? So I'm giving them the opportunity to say, no, I'm already taken care of. Or no, I'm okay, I'm good. So that gives them an opportunity. Do you see how valuable that is?